In today's video, we are going to be checking out the Sabrent Voltik 252W 8-port charger. So just like many of you, I have a plethora of different devices that I need to charge. And wouldn't it be nice if maybe we had just one charger to charge them all? Well, luckily for us, Sabrent reached out to us and said, would you like to check out our Sabrent Voltik charger? This is an 8-port charger that could replace everything that you have and make it so much easier to keep all of your devices charged.
All right, let's take a look at what we actually get in the box. We're gonna use our trusty CPU here to open up the box. Oh, and it looks like we actually slide it out, so we're gonna put it on its side. So this is already the charger here. We're gonna pull this completely out. And let's see what the charger comes with. Looks like that is the power cable. You also get a few screws and those little things that help you put it into your drywall, so you can mount it on your wall. We also get a little bracket and of course the warranty papers and user guides. Now let's take a look at the charger itself. Oh wow, this is heavy. This is actually very heavy. I know I just took this out of the box, but this thing looks super clean. I love the design of this. Wow, and may I add, it's really heavy, like it's hefty. You can feel quality, something very nicely in there. So this bracket is actually mounted onto the wall with those screws that actually come with it. So imagine that this is on your wall attached. So you just take your device and then you just slide it in like this. Boom. And it should be able to sit on your wall with no issues. Boom.
And now that we know what actually comes in the box, let's check out some of these specs. The Sabrent Voltik 252W 8-port charger features 8 total ports, with 4 being Type-C and 4 being USB Type-A. Above the ports, this charger features an LCD display where you can see the wattage of each port when you have your device plugged in. Not only the wattage, but if you click the button, it will switch to a different screen for each individual port, which will show you the voltage and amps as well as the temperature of that port. Very useful information. As for the ports, they are not created equal. Sabrent has this charger separated into pairs, where pair 1 is C1A and C2A, pair 2 is C1B and C2B, and the same goes for the USB-A ports, where port A1A and A2A are connected, and port A1B and A2B are connected. The top USB Type-C ports can do up to 100 watts, and the bottom 2 USB Type-C ports can do up to 25 watts. So make sure that you are using the top port when you need a higher wattage pull from your devices. If you have the higher wattage device on the bottom of the port, the charger will not fully provide the power needed to your device. As for the USB Type-A ports, they max out at 18 watts each with a total pull of 72 watts. So to put it simply, the ports do share a pool of power, and depending on what ports you have in use, the pull output will change. Sabrent has an entire guide on how much wattage is available when using the ports combinations. Just keep in mind that the total output for all the ports in use will be 252 watts combined. So 126 per side, with each port being limited to a specific max output.
You can see the power wattage that is being pulled. On the first port, it's going to be above 50 watts because I'm charging a laptop there. And then on this side, for the Type-Cs, I'm charging a switch. If I plug in the switch to the same side as the laptop, we can see that it is going to reconfigure. Now, if we swap these over where the switch is on top, and then we switch the laptop to the bottom, we aren't going to get full power for the laptop to charge. The left side here, the 2 Type-Cs do share a connection, and then the 2 on the right also share a connection. Here, we can see that we don't get the full power for the laptop, which is the white cord. We do get the full power for the switch, but then if we switch the laptop over to the right side, let's say even at the bottom here, we can see it'll take some time to reconfigure, and it'll start adding wattage to the laptop. And there we go, we get the full wattage that we need for the laptop on that side. Now, if we also go and do the top up here, so we do get full power on the top right. Since the top port is the primary port, we're not going to get the full wattage for the laptop on the second port. In order to properly use this device and have the higher wattage devices work, it would be plug in the switch to the bottom and then plug in the laptops to the top. And it takes a little bit of time to calibrate again every time that you unplug something.
While in use, we wanted to see how hot this charger gets with a few devices attached. And we can see that after about 10 minutes, the charger got within 50 degrees Celsius. But this is the max that we saw. The vents at the top of the charger help dissipate some of the heat, so it can continue to charge your devices. Size-wise, the Sabrent Voltik is 6.3 by 4.3 by 1.1 inches. The weight comes at about 2.1 pounds, so it's a pretty hefty device. Final thoughts. Well, this little device is pretty neat. It will replace a lot of your chargers, which means you can have a prime location where you can plug in everything that you need to plug in. And in this office, it's gonna be used very, very often because we do have a lot of devices here that we need to charge. For example, like our microphones, some of the camera equipment, and everything else. As for you, make sure that you do your research, of course. Just keep in mind the pair configurations, the wattage outputs, and so on, so you know what you're actually getting out of this. And also that the max output for one of the ports is going to be 100 watts. So if your device needs more than 100 watts, obviously, rethink it. But for mobile devices, phones, or camera equipment, it is going to work flawlessly. I want to thank Sabrent again for sending this out to us so we can test it and show it to you. If you want to check this out for yourself, I will leave a link in the description below, so make sure you look down there. And of course, that link does help the channel out. I'll also leave a few other links down there of the equipment that I use, so you can check that out as well. Until next time, take care of yourself and others. See you in the next video.